Welcome to LearnHowToQuilt.com. Today's video is part of our Terrific Triangle series where you discover how to get perfect triangle points without any matching. You'll learn how to make this sailboat that's put together with straight line seams and no matching. You never have to worry about cutting or stretching that bias edge. Using the Terrific Triangle method, you'll only cut and sew squares and other rectangles. I can't wait to share with you how easy it is to make this block. So come on in and let's get started. You can download these free handouts by clicking on the links below, or you can visit LearnHowToQuilt.com, click on Beginner Basics, and then scroll down to Piecing Cutting Shortcuts, and then click on Terrific Triangles. You'll need at least 4 to 5 fabrics to make this block. Solids and small to medium prints will work best, along with a mixture of lights, mediums, and darks. The stronger the contrast in values, the more your sailboat will stand out. This boat and water are pretty close in value, as opposed to this boat and water, where the difference in value is greater. Deciding to use only 4 fabrics is the easiest way to go when planning for this block, but 5 or more fabrics allow you to add more interest. It's also fun to use directional prints for the sails. I had a hard time deciding which way I wanted those stripes to go. If the idea of choosing fabric is overwhelming, try interviewing different fabrics by folding them in the position where they would appear in your block. This is a great way to use up your scraps, as you only need small pieces. But if you don't have any scraps, you'll need about 1/8 of a yard for most of these sections, with the exception of this larger sail and the sky fabric. For those, you'll need 1/4 of a yard each. If you want to make this small wall hanging, you won't need to purchase any fabric for the sailboat blocks, as you'll already have enough left over to complete 2 more blocks. You will need to buy 1/4 of a yard for the border, 1/4 of a yard for the binding, 1/2 a yard for the backing, and 1/2 of a yard for the batting. Make sure all your fabric's been pressed before you start cutting. Then you'll want to follow the directions on this handout. Notice that all of the sizes are either squares or rectangles. When you cut these shapes, you want to be on the straight of grain or cross grain of the fabric. When you're just dealing with the straight of grain and cross grain, you won't have to worry about stretching that bias or sewing on a bias edge. Before sewing, you'll want to mark a diagonal line on each one of these squares. If you're using directional prints, you decide ahead of time the direction of your stripe. So if I want my stripe to go this way, then I need to mark that diagonal, as opposed to if I mark the other diagonal, my stripe would be going down like this. So that's something you'll need to watch. Place right sides together, making sure that those diagonal lines go from edge to edge. The squares on the hull of the boat are placed on the bottom edge. Stitch on the diagonal lines. After stitching, you'll want to press and then trim the excess. I like to save these pieces for other projects. Lay out your block and then put right sides together and stitch. After stitching, press. You'll want to put right sides together and then stitch. And here's my completed sailboat. Using Terrific Triangles, you'll get perfect tips every time without the frustration of matching. I sewed 3 sailboats together and then added 2 3/4 inch strips and squares for the border. The only matching I had to deal with was the intersections in the 4 corners. If you'd like to find out more about Terrific Triangle projects, check out the links below. Thanks for visiting LearnHowToQuilt.com. Please subscribe to our channel and share our videos with your friends. Happy quilting!